What's up everybody, I'm Zach, I'm just a simple chef, and today we're doing cold ginger chicken. We're gonna break it down into breasts, wings, thighs, and we're gonna go ahead and use all the parts of the chicken for this.
Okay, so here we go. You can see right here there's kind of like loose skin. We're gonna go ahead and cut right into that, and you'll see how it opens up the drumstick and the chicken thigh. And then we're gonna turn it over, come from the other side, and there's another gap you can kind of see. Go ahead and cut that. We're gonna pull it up and work from the back. You see this dark line there? We're just gonna follow that, and then just let the chicken fall, find the knuckle, and go ahead and just cut right into the knuckle and break it off. Cut that fat off. And we're just gonna pop the knuckle right here. You see right there? I'm just gonna press down, pull it up, cut it back, just pull it off. We're gonna go ahead and do that to the other side. Pretty simple, pretty easy, same process. Taking the wing off, same process, break the knuckle, cut it right there, boom, look at that, just cut the skin. There you go, wing. Pretty simple. Take off the backbone. Here, there's a bone, and you can kind of feel for it, and then you're just going to follow one side of the bone all the way down to take off one breast, and then we're going to do the similar thing to the other side. There you go, just cutting it down, following the sides of the bone. Just working it. It's very simple. Don't be afraid. Just working around the bone. Just let the chicken kind of pull itself apart and just cut it back. And there you have it. Skin on chicken breast. Do that to the other side, and there you have it. Breast, wings, drumstick, thigh, and then the carcass that we're going to use for soup later.
Alright, now that the chicken's been fabricated, we're going to go ahead and get the water ready to poach the chicken.
Alright, so we're gonna cut the ginger in half. Super simple, nothing crazy. And then we're gonna bruise up the green onions, and we're just gonna put that inside the pot. Green onions, kind of crumple it up, get in the pot, ginger, seasoning, boom.
Alright, now that we got the chicken done, we're gonna go ahead and make the cold ginger green onion dipping sauce that's gonna go over the chicken.
Alright, so I'm peeling the ginger here with a spoon. Super simple, super easy. Doing about a couple knobs, not too crazy. We're gonna set that aside. Then we're gonna start mincing up the green onions. Just as fine as you can get it, not too crazy. It's not that big of a deal. Get it all put in a bowl. Get it out of the way. Then we're going to get a microplane. If you don't have one of these, you can just use a box grater. And we're just going to grate the ginger into the green onions. Just get it all grated. It might be a little difficult. And ginger can sometimes be kind of fibrous. So if you find any fibrous pieces that don't really shred very well, You're just going to want to grab them and squeeze them into the mixture as seen there. Just get all this mixed up, and then we're gonna go ahead and get some oil heated up. We're gonna do a cup of peanut oil and a 3/4 cup of vegetable oil, and we're gonna get that on the stove. And while we're waiting for that to heat up, we're going to start the chicken.
Now that it's boiling, it's gonna pull all the flavor out of the onion and the ginger into the water. Then we're gonna put the chicken in, and we're gonna bring it to a boil and then turn it off and cover it and let it sit, and it's gonna make it nice and juicy and tender and poached. It's gonna be delicious.
Okay, so I'm just getting the chicken in the pot, and we're gonna wait for it to boil, and while we're waiting, we're gonna finish up our ginger sauce. Okay, so we're going to season the mixture with salt and pepper, and then get the hot oil. It's about 180 degrees, and we're gonna dump it over the ginger and green onions. Be careful because it can splash and burn you. And then we're just gonna mix it up and get it all incorporated. And once we feel that it's good to go, we're gonna put it into the refrigerator. Alright, I'm just mixing up the chicken here, kind of agitating the water, trying to get it to boil faster. Alright, so once we got it boiling like this, we're going to go ahead and cover it, and we're going to turn it off and just let it sit in the hot water, and it'll cook for about 25 minutes. So here we are, 25 minutes later. We're going to go ahead and temp the chicken, and it should be over 165. And perfect, it's done. We're going to strain it, and now on to the next step. We're going to save the liquid, and we're going to add in the carcass from before into the new pot and pour the liquid over it. So carcass, liquid, and get it back on the stove. Then we're going to add garlic cloves, about 4. Half an onion, half a shallot, some carrots, some celery, some bay leaves. Then once it starts to come up to a boil, we're going to skim it, kind of like the oxtail. You don't want all that scum in your broth. So slowly, as it comes to a boil, skim the top. Now we're going to plate up our chicken. So however you want to plate it up, I just plated it up on a regular little oval plate, and once we're done plating it up and making it look a little pretty, we're gonna get it in the fridge because this is cold ginger chicken. I know it's weird, but it's really good, trust me. So get it plated up. Get it covered with saran wrap and leave some opening for it to breathe, and get it in the fridge. Now our stock has come to a full boil, and we still gotta skim off the top and just cook this down for several hours. We want to reduce this by half. That'll really bring out a lot of the flavor from the chicken and the mirepoix and the aromatics. So here's about a little less than halfway, and it's ready to go. And you can see how clear it is. There's not all that scum at the top. You really got to strain it. So here we're straining it. Once we're done straining it, just put it into whatever container you want to get it into, and it'll be good to go. Look at that beautiful chicken stock. Look at that. Lovely.
Alright everybody, so today we used the whole chicken. We made poached chicken, a ginger sauce, and we made chicken stock. All with the one chicken. So we didn't waste anything. It just is a good way to make cold ginger chicken. Some people do the whole chicken and they eat it and then they scrape off all the meat from all the bones, throw the bones away. Well, I figured to fabricate the chicken into breasts and thighs and wings and drumsticks, and then take the bones with the rest of the meat on it and just finish up and make a chicken stock. So you got the chicken stock, the ginger dipping sauce. So we're gonna go ahead and plate it up and it's gonna be delicious.
All right, so we got the chicken breast on top of the rice. Get a little of the thigh. Go ahead and put the ginger sauce over top. Look at that. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. I'm so ready to taste this. Just gorgeous.
All right, everybody, here you go. Cold ginger chicken. This is very tasty. It's delicious. I enjoy it. Let's get a little bit of the ginger, a little bit of the rice. It's really good, really tasty, and it's really simple. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and stay tuned next Friday for another great recipe. Thank you so much.